Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Welcome back to another beer review. Today we're checking out another East Coast beer. Beer I've never had. I've never had anything from these guys before. From Lord Hobo Brewing. This is their Boom Sauce. I'm not gonna lie, I like the name of this beer, Boom Sauce. It's kind of cool. 7%, I do believe. 8% double IPA from Lord Hobo, and they are out of Woburn, Massachusetts. I'm not sure how to pronounce that exactly. Woburn, I'm not sure. But this is a blend of 3 of their hoppy ales, they say. And on the side of the can it says wraps you in a gently carbonated juice blanket. Nick from What Cheers reviewed this beer a little while back, and he was talking about how this beer was really, really hyped when it was before it was released, I guess. Like 6 or so months, I can't remember exactly. From what I remember, 6 or so months before the brewery opened, the owner or head brewer, whoever it was like hyping this beer, like they're gonna, kind of change the IPA game. They're gonna make these crazy IPAs that are gonna be available to people. You're not gonna have to go stand in lines and do all that stuff. So he reviewed it and didn't really like it, to be honest. I have heard that this beer has changed a little bit, and people are saying that it's different than it was in the beginning, which I'm not really sure how that's possible since they are blending the same 3 beers. Maybe they changed the blend, I don't know. And I talked to my buddy Nathan Ryerson about this beer, and I don't think he was very impressed with it either. So I don't have high expectations. I know that this beer was super hyped. I don't have like that hyped kind of high expectation for it, but wanted to check it out. Big shout out to my buddy Leo for sending this. Thanks so much, bro. I will say that my good buddy John, who I do a podcast with, lives out in Massachusetts, and he likes this beer. He was saying for a shelf beer, it's one of his favorite beers. So, yeah, and should check this one out. So let's go ahead and get to it. They do not date these cans, so I have no idea how old this beer is. Already though, I think this looks different than what I remember Nick's beer looking. I think that one looked like super dark, kind of caramely, but yeah, let's go and check this out. So that is a typical looking New England IPA. It is hazy. I cannot see my finger through it, and you guys can't see my finger through it. It's an awesome like orange, kind of a tangerine color. Again, it looks darker on camera with these lights out here, but it looks absolutely awesome in the glass. Super bright white head, tight little packed, bright white bubbles. There's probably finger of head when we poured that, but yeah, it looks absolutely awesome in the glass. 8%. There's some alcohol legs. Not a whole lot of lacing, but decent head retention. It's hanging out. I can't really see the carbonation in the glass because the beer is so hazy. So so far so good on the appearance. It looks absolutely awesome. So I actually could smell that. I don't know what hops they use because it's 3 different blends of beer, but I could smell that when I open it. So let's go ahead and shove our nose in it. Yeah, sweet oranges. I don't know if that's like kind of the malts that I'm smelling too, but it's a big pop of citrus and it's oranges, but it's sweet orange smelling. Yeah, I mean, it actually smells good. It's very citrus forward, oranges, tangerines, maybe like some grapefruit, but it's like I'm not getting much more else besides oranges. It smells like you've peeled an orange and you're smelling the orange. It's so orange forward. There's some tropical fruit underneath there, like pineapples, maybe some peaches. But yeah, it's a citrus bomb right now. I let this sit out for about 15-20 minutes. It's not like warm out in the garage anymore since we're in December. It's kind of chilly out here, so it takes a little bit longer for these beers to warm up. It might be a little on the cold side from what I'm used to drinking New England IPAs. I think I mentioned I drink West Coast beers colder than East Coast beers, but this actually smells really, really good. It's very tropical, fruity, very citrusy. There is like a sweet aroma underneath the citrus and the tropical fruits, and I don't know if that's like kind of a malty sweetness, but 8%. I mean, it smells sweet. But yeah, I'm not getting any kind of like dank. It doesn't smell resinous. It doesn't smell earthy. It doesn't smell grassy. It's citrus and tropical fruits and whatever that's sweet. I don't know if it's sweet hops. I don't know what I'm smelling, but it's sweet. So yeah, smells great. Leo, thank you, sir. Let's go ahead and check this out. Cheers. there's almost, it's weird. There's almost like a medicinal taste to this, which is really, really strange. The taste follows the nose. It's big citrus. It's very citrus forward. Oranges, tangerines. There's a nice little bitterness that kind of goes front to back across your tongue. But there's something, I don't know if it's the malts, something really, really sweet on the finish of that. And it's almost like, it's like a medicinal kind of thing, which is, I'm trying to like describe what it tastes like. It's almost like orange, like if you had an orange or like citrus flavored cough drop, if that makes sense. That's really, really strange. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's like the sweet kind of, like the malts that are in there. It's weird. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I mean, you're getting the citrus up front. It's very orangey tangerine. There's tropical fruits in there. It's like peaches, I think. Something sweet, peaches, mangoes. You get that nice bitterness. It's not like staying on my tongue. But yeah, the finish is like this sweet, really, really sweet on the finish. Bitterness is kind of lingering. But yeah, I keep coming back to this note and I don't know what it is. It's like a medicinal kind of cough drop thing. I've never tasted that in an IPA before. I've tasted that like in sours. But yeah, and the more that I talk now too, the more this is weird. The finish, this beer, it's like getting more bitter as I speak, which is strange too. So, not the most beer, but it's not, I don't know, it's not terrible. Like I said, I don't know how old this can is. The finish of this, the sweetness reminds me of if there's a West Coast beer, like say Sculpin or Ruination from Stone, just a regular shelf beer here, that are really, really hoppy. The longer they sit, they get really sweet and like malty. The finish reminds me of that. It reminds me of like an older West Coast beer, but it's weird because like when you first taste the beer, like up front on your palate, it's juicy. It's orange, it's citrus, it's tangerine, it's like tropical fruity. But then the bitterness comes and then it just gets super, super sweet. It is. It's like a cough drop thing. It's weird. It's a weird medicinal taste. I don't know. And the bitterness is just lingering and lingering and lingering. So I feel like this beer has like potential to be really, really good. And I don't know if it's because it's a blend of other beers that kind of makes that hard. I don't know. Yeah, that sweet finish and that lingering bitterness is just kind of off-putting for me right now. Not terrible though. It's not horrible. I just wish I knew. It might be an age thing. This might have been an older can. I've seen pictures of this just sitting on a shelf, not refrigerated. It could be that. Don't know. But I'm actually glad I got to check this out. As far as a grade goes, I think I'm gonna go something like I said, I feel like this beer could be really, really good. It's just right now with this can, it's not. It has the really sweet finish issue, and it's like a weird medicinal taste. I don't know what that is. Mouthfeel is great. It's like that medium plus New England mouthfeel. Like it feels good. I'm not gonna go. It feels good in your mouth. But yeah, the mouthfeel is nice. I like the citrus up front. I like the tropical fruits, but that kind of lingering bitterness and then kind of almost cloying sweetness on the finish is just weird for me. So I'm gonna go 87 with this one, B+. I kind of want to see what they do with this and how it kind of progresses. I wouldn't mind trying a really fresh can if I could. You guys should start dating your cans. I mean, that's the only way we can really figure out, if something's old or not. But I'm gonna go 87, B+. Not a terrible beer by any means. It's a little bit of a mess right now on the finish, which is weird, but it has potential. So, Leo, thanks so much for sending this. I'm glad I got to check this out. If you guys have had Boom Sauce, let me know what you think. And that's it. I'm out of here. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.